Don't stop.
What is up, everybody? Happy Thursday. Welcome back to the channel. I hope everyone's been having a great week thus far. Happy 2 days till Dallas Collecticon. I am getting super excited. I fly out tomorrow morning, stupid early flight, like 5 a.m., but I get to spend the entire day in Dallas, jumping card shops, eating good food and drinks, get to hang out with some buddies I'm meeting out there, so should be a good time. Today, we are going to be going over the current state of my Neo binder, what cards I have remaining. I've actually never showcased Genesis and Discovery being fully completed. So yeah, we're going to go page by page, point out the favorites, see everything that has to be seen, because like I mentioned in the last video, it's been getting increasingly harder to find the remaining cards out in the wild. I've said it countless times, I will not buy any cards from any of these WOTC era binders that I'm working on eBay, online, through strangers, stuff like that. I want to find them. I want to come across them. I want to relive exactly how I did it as a kid. So with Neo dwindling down to single-digit cards, we have decided to start Legendary Collection and Base Set Expedition. I have a Vault binder. It should have already been here. It's out for delivery with Amazon. It's a teal one, and it's the XL version because Legendary Collection and Expedition were the first sets from the WOTC era to introduce reverse holos. So the set sizes are a lot larger than the previous sets we've been working on. I think between the two of them, it's like 550 something cards or right at that. So the XL binder holds about 620 something. It's gonna be just enough, or not just enough, but a little bit of space, but it's gonna be plenty for those two sets. So first things first, let's knock out our showcase card of the week. It is week 17, and last week I was rocking the Scyther my buddy Mike gave me at a trade event a couple weeks back, first edition from Jungle. And today what we're gonna be using for the next 7 days is I'm sticking on the Scyther kick. However, it is not English, it is not Japanese, and more than likely it's something you've probably never seen before. My buddy Shakes Breaks had a Whatnot stream a week ago, and he had a booster box of Peruvian cards. I got a couple of those packs. They're dirt cheap cards. They're not really worth a lot, but I happened to pull another Scyther. So the artwork on these Peruvian cards is actually really cool. I wanted to show off both sides of how it looked. So this card is what we're going to be using for the next 7 days. The guy I just mentioned, Shakes Breaks, he is a Whatnot streamer. He's my buddy. I went to Dallas Collecticon last year and stayed with him, and he's been to CharlotteCon and stayed with me. And now we're flipping back again because I'm flying out to Dallas. However, tomorrow night, Friday night, he is doing a Whatnot stream, ripping packs. I don't even know what packs yet. And we're going to do it from the Airbnb, and I'm going to rip some packs. So if you want to come along and rip some packs and have me rip them for you, check out his stream. I'm going to post it down below, the link to it, and we can just all hang out tomorrow night. But here it is, Scyther, another week of him. I just can't get enough Scyther these days. So let's get into this Neo binder. I'm going to showcase the entire binder full screen so we can check out all the cards and just kind of walk down memory lane and see a lot of cool artwork. All right, let's jump straight into Neo Genesis, the first set of Neo. I'm going to move these pages around and try to showcase every single holo on here. A lot of double holos throughout the binder, a lot of big swirls throughout the binder, just a lot of actual sick cards. So Neo Genesis is completed. I actually finished Genesis and Discovery the same weekend of Charlotte Regionals within a day of itself. So got the Lugia that weekend, got a lot of cool cards, a lot of cool pickups. So yeah, just kind of going through it. A few highlights here. That Meganium is probably, it's not my favorite starter, but it's probably one of my favorite cards throughout the page here. That and the Pichu, just the holos on them just look so sick. And then on the next page here, That energy, the metal energy, is probably one of the most insane ones too. You can just see how quickly it just jumps out at you. And along with the second Typhlosion, the T18 card, the T17, both of those are sick. And then we get into all the non-holo rares, the unlimited, or sorry, the uncommons. There's just so many dope artworks throughout Genesis. Even like the Piloswine, the Gligar, just like random cards that could stand out from being like ingrained in my childhood memory. It looks so good completed. That Darkness energy, that one was an absolute pain in the ass to find. All the other energies, all the other trainers, those were pretty easy to track down, but that Darkness energy in good shape was really hard to get my hands on. So 111 completes Neo Genesis, that is the whole set, and then we get into Discovery. So Discovery has a lot of sick arts too. The Poliwrath has a big swirl, the Hondor has a big swirl, the Kabutops, I mean, it's just almost every other card that I've gotten that wasn't in my childhood collection. I tried to find the best copies to put in the binder here, let alone being in good shape, but actually good examples of the card. So you can see like the Smeargle and the Hondor came from an Instagram trade. Both of those were double holo cards. They just look insane. The Umbreon was from my childhood collection. That card looks sick. All of those at the top. The Ursing's got a big old swirl. This set, Genesis and Discovery were just the most nostalgic for me because that's when it was at the end of my collecting, but I did have a majority of these sets done. So Revelation, I had a good bit of cards, and Destiny, I probably only ripped a few packs as a kid. So the last card there, 75, Discovery was fully completed. Now, Southern Islands, I am not really close yet. There's, I think, 18 cards in Southern Islands, and I only have 5 of them. However, I'm struggling finding good copies. There are so many Southern Island cards I've come across that just have scratches all over them. Just probably mod play cards or worse are about the best I can do right now. Revelation is getting close to completed. Now for Revelation, the cards that I actually need on the first page here, I think that's Porygon 2, Raikou, Suicune. And when I was going through this binder a second ago and looking at everything, one of the cards, and nobody actually caught it in the last video, I picked up this Celebi last weekend. It is not English. It is a German copy. This is the second time I've done this with Neo, is bought a card. My buddy Mike sold me a Togetic card that was not English either, but I didn't catch it until I was going through, and I just happened to see the little KP at the top, and I instantly took it out, and then I rechecked the entire binder to make sure I had not bought another card that was not English. But at this point, whole binder is English. That is the non-holo Celebi. I need to track down another copy at this point, but otherwise Revelation's getting close to done. Where did I leave off? The Raikou, the Suicune, now the non-holo Celebi. Rest of the set done all the way to the back. And then those 2 spots right there, that is going to be Gyarados and Magikarp. And I do have the art pack in here. You've seen that before. That was from when I ripped the Revelation pack at Charlotte Collecticon last year at their adult trade night. I bought it during the day and decided to film it and rip it at night. Nothing special out of there. I think there was the Kingdra. That card right there, the Kingdra, was put in there. And every card in that pack, I actually put in the binder. So that entire pack, being pretty much near mint cards, is scattered throughout this binder of all the 11 cards in there. Then we have Destiny. Destiny is rough right now. I am missing a lot of the holos. I actually wrote them down here. So the Dark Ampharos, Dark Crobat, Dark Doniphan, Dark Espeon, the Feraligatr, Typhlosion, Tyranitar, and Arcanine are all from my childhood collection. And then we get into the Gengar, which is a big dollar one, the Houndoom, the Porygon 2, the Dark Sizor. I've passed on quite a few Dark Sizors right now, and even cards that I would have put in here, I think I want to leave the Dark Sizor for last because it's one of my favorite arts from this set. Just like for Genesis, I left the Lugia for last. Just to be like the big card, my favorite card, or one of the favorite cards to put in. I picked up these three recently, the Light Togetic and the Miracle Energy I picked up last week. Both of those are great examples of the card. Big hollows on them, just bouncing out. And then for Destiny, I have a majority of the rest complete. This card right here is Unknown X. I have a buddy I met at the trade night I was at Sunday night. He has that at his house, and we're going to meet up probably sometime next week, and I'm going to get a trade for that card. So that's going to complete these 2 pages here. Hopefully I find a few of the Destiny Hollows while I'm at Collecticon in Dallas this upcoming weekend. But all the uncommons, the commons, everything is done. These pages also look so sick. That right there is Thought Wave Machine. It's a trainer card. It's a rare trainer. I've been struggling trying to track it down, so I'm going to be trying to pick that up at the con this weekend. Hopefully I can run across it. It's not an expensive card. It's just a card I cannot find out in the wild. And then we make it to the Shinings. So not every Shining in here at this point is staying. If you've been following my Instagram, I've been collecting Shinings before I kind of started all this Neo mess of like PSA 1 material Shinings. Like this Kabutops is absolutely destroyed, like really, really bad PSA 1 quality. So I've been on the hunt for PSA 1 versions of all the Shinings. I have the Kabutops, the Mewtwo, the Raichu, and the Tyranitar all pretty well beat up. The Noctowl and the Steelix are from my childhood collection. So I'm probably still going to get close to near mint copies to put in here. For the time being, like I mentioned, they're just placeholders because it looks good almost completed in this binder. All I'm missing is the Celebi and the Charizard right there, and then I would have technically a full set of Shinings. I do actually have the Magikarp and the Gyarados in PSA 1 slabs as well already too, so I'm pretty close to having them all. It's just going to be how nitpicky am I to replace them with better copies, because almost every card in this binder, every holo I've been tracking down and every copy I've been tracking down, they're all LP plus the near mints. They're really good examples. I wanted to keep this binder as clean as possible building it. So yeah, I mean, that's the entire binder. It is looking just amazing. It's looking nostalgic. It's everything I wanted it to be when we started off on this journey to complete what I started 24 years ago, finding all these cards. That Houndoom, and I do want to showcase that Houndoom real quick. This is probably one of the best examples of a Neo card out there. Double holo, big swirl at the bottom, minty condition. I mean, you just can't beat that. It is a sick, sick card. On my Instagram alone, I posted this picture. I've had multiple people reach out. Funny because it happened a day ago, of wanting to buy all these double holo cards that I've posted and just make offers on them. And I refuse to sell them. Once it makes it into a binder, it is never coming out of this binder again. Every single card in here is staying until the day I die. I mean, unless there's unforeseen circumstances, but I do not plan on ever getting rid of this binder, any of my WOTC binders. I am hardcore on this now. I am going to finish it to the T, and it's going to stay in my possession, and I take them out regularly to check them out, to look at them, and they just make me feel some type of way. So there you have it. That is the current state of my Neo binder. It is getting dangerously close to being completed. I am excited to have it completed. Again, I'm in no rush to get this done, but it's looking awesome how it currently is laid out. So I am ready to get to Collecticon. I want to get out there to Dallas. I want to eat some food. I want to hang out with friends. I want to find cards. I want to start legendary collections, get into Expedition, start seeing e-readers, because I never actually experienced e-readers as a kid. Aquapolis, Skyridge, Expedition, I don't have any of those. I had maybe 1 or 2 packs worth in my old school binder, but just not a lot of cards, no holos, no nothing along those lines. So I'm excited. We'll start piecing it together. It's going to take time. It's going to be a journey, and we are going to go from there. Like, comment, subscribe. Hopefully you enjoyed the entire video. We will see you on Monday with some Dallas Collecticon coverage.
Don't stop.